As Toyotaro wraps up Dragon Ball Heroes, the return of Dragon Ball Super may be upon us. Now, that is to say it may be in 2025, but we'll get more information in December during the Jump Festa panel. Now, they did say that they are having a Stage Red Dragon Ball panel. From what I understand, Stage Red is whenever they actually reveal new information, and there is currently rumors that we could be getting a new Dragon Ball Super movie. Now, that's currently unsubstantiated. It's mainly a rumor right now. So I'm leaning toward the possibility of us hopefully getting the Dragon Ball Super anime back, or maybe even the Dragon Ball Super manga returning. Keep in mind, this is Jump Festa, Shonen Jump. Could probably be for the manga. If it's for a movie, that's cool too. I think last time they announced something big for Dragon Ball at one of these Jump Festa panels was for Dragon Ball Super Broly. When they announced Dragon Ball Super Broly, it was in 2017 at the Jump Festa panel, and it was during a Dragon Ball Heroes panel. What's interesting about this is that this panel is just labeled Dragon Ball, period, and the render in their magazine is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Now, we have to keep in mind that Dragon Ball Daima will also be out for a few months at this point, so it's possible that they could be revealing new information about the next arc of Daima, or they could do something interesting and just go over Dragon Ball Daima, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Divers, because Dragon Ball Heroes is coming to an end at this moment, so maybe they won't have anything new for Dragon Ball Heroes at this panel, but maybe they'll have something about Dragon Ball Divers. They could just have this panel be a catch-all for Dragon Ball. They could announce a movie, they could announce the anime, they could announce Dragon Ball Super, the manga returning. Nobody's really certain at this point, but it seems almost certain that we'll have Dragon Ball Super returning in some form, simply because it's a Jump Festa panel announcing new information about Dragon Ball. I doubt they would have a whole panel for the Stage Red for new information and then it just be a Dragon Ball Daima panel. That doesn't really make sense. If they were going to specifically advertise Dragon Ball Daima, they probably would have just labeled it Dragon Ball Daima panel. So hopefully this means we'll get something big and substantial. If it's a movie, that'll be okay. I'm hoping for the manga to return. I'm hoping for the anime to return. But if it's a movie, that would still be hype and get a lot of people excited. And this is going to take place during December 21st and December 22nd. That is according to Super Chronicles. I don't read Japanese. They probably say it in the magazine, but I don't read Japanese. I see some dates on the cover that says 12/21/22, so probably he's correct about that being the dates for it. That's not all, because we also have Dragon Ball Heroes coming to an end, and for some reason nobody Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Beat all together, and then there's also another image released of them from a different angle powered up, and like Beat has grown up, Note's grown up. Mainly the cast in Dragon Ball Heroes that Toyotaro wrote, they've all grown up. And Beat's design looks pretty cool. It's very evocative of what you felt like whenever Goku grew. Heartwarming, but also heartbreaking that he's grown up and it's over. But there's also a really cool panel of Beat with the new Dragon Ball Divers protagonist, and he's basically leading him toward a new horizon, if you will. So as Super Dragon Ball Heroes comes to an end, Toyotaro was really cognizant of the fact that they are making way for Dragon Ball Divers. A lot of fans were actually very disappointed that Dragon Ball Heroes is coming to an end to make way for Dragon Ball Divers. But I guess it makes sense. If you're only going to have one Japanese arcade Dragon Ball game with the card game, you're probably going to need to focus on the new thing. And if they're releasing Dragon Ball Divers, they have to cancel Super Dragon Ball Heroes. And Dragon Ball Heroes honestly went on for such a long time and was very popular. But I think at a certain point, they just couldn't keep developing it on the old hardware and build upon things that were kind of dated, if that makes sense. So I understand why they would want to start something new and something fresh and go in a new direction. I mean, it did go since 2010, so at least it had a good long run. And Toyotaro, the way he ended it, immediately having Beat usher in the new Dragon Ball Divers protagonist, that was interesting. So hopefully for Japanese fans, Dragon Ball Divers is good enough for them to enjoy it. If they don't, then that's too bad, but a lot of us don't even have these arcade machines to enjoy, so I hope that they enjoy it and it's a good run, and I hope that they enjoyed the Super Dragon Ball Heroes ending that Toyotaro wrote. And yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.